got off to a dismal start to their Premier League campaign as they lost 1-0 to Everton at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which was the first defeat for Spurs against Everton since 2012 and first at home since 2008. Spurs struggled to create chances consistently and after falling behind in the second half only created 4 chances, and of which none were particularly threatening. So we analyzed the creative struggles in the second half and why did Spurs struggle so much to create good quality chances. On the stroke of halftime, Jose Mourinho substituted Dele Alli and brought on Musa Sissoko, with the game still at 0-0, but that blunted the Spurs attack. Mourinho described that change, saying that Everton were playing with only one player in front of the defence. Gomez and Doucouré were pressing higher on wings and Højbjerg, so there was lots of spaces in and around Allen to play around, and in that time he felt he needed more creation there. He felt Lucas was better at winning duels and also one of the fittest players based on the preseason, and so he put in the number 10 role. But that did not work out as expected. Mourinho wanted Lucas to win duels and create chances in the number 10 role for Son and Harry Kane. But Lucas failed to create a single chance in the game, did not complete a single pass in the final third, won 4 of his 5 duels and only completed 1 on his 4 dribbles. Spurs' most creative player of the match was Son Heung-min, who created 4 chances, most of which were in the first half. And the Spurs' real way of getting up the pitch was a long ball into that left channel from Alderweireld or Eric Dyer. Spurs' 2 centre halves attempted 28 long passes each in the match. It was pretty clear the Spurs lacked a plan to progress the ball up the field. A lot of people expected Tottenham to press high based on what they saw in the pre-season, and for the first 5 minutes that seemed how Spurs would play, but thereafter it just did not continue and Tottenham again fell into a low mid block, and Everton had it pretty easy to keep hold of the ball. And the game went into long change where Everton would be able to control the possession and create chances, while Tottenham would sit deep and unable to break the play. So, would signing a creative midfielder solve the problem? It is pretty clear that Spurs struggled to create chances, and a lot of people are now crying out for an attacking midfielder to be signed in the number 10 role. Spurs have signed Steven Bergwijn in the January transfer window in replace of Eriksen, while Giovanni Lo Celso is supposed to be the main creative player in the squad. But will really signing a creative midfielder solve the problem? As we just saw, the main problem seems to be getting up into the final third rather than just creating chances. It is also about getting the ball to the front line. And even if we sign an attacking midfielder, I think we will struggle to give him the ball so that he can create chances. So it will not solve all our problems. In a better plan, it is now down to Mourinho to find a system which allows the ball to progress up the field higher and get the attacking foot in the game. Harry Kane only had 2 chances whole game and was the second best creator for Tottenham, which shows that the tactics weren't really working. And it is particularly damning for Mourinho because it is his second season in which his team plays the best football. He's won the title in his second season in Chelsea on both occasions, with Inter Milan, with Porto and with Real Madrid, and his best finish with Manchester United also come in his second season. So Tottenham struggles in this season, then it's very unlikely that Mourinho would be able to last beyond this season. But not only his spell at Tottenham, this is his final chance to prove that he's not a dinosaur and can compete with likes of Pep and Klopp at the greatest stage of the game. But if he cannot solve Spurs' creative problems, then it is highly likely that he might be gone before the end of the season. So Spurs fans, what do you think? How can Mourinho solve Spurs' midfield problems? Is signing a creative midfielder the option, or do Spurs need other ideas? Let us know in the comments. If you have come here for the first time, hit that subscribe button as we will make videos about your favorite club, Tottenham Hotspur, on a regular basis. So, subscribe to this Spurs Tips so that you are up to date with Tottenham Hotspur transfer news, analysis, and all other fun stuff regarding the club. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.